Hello and welcome to Food for Thought, Insights for Busy Leaders and Managers in just 150 seconds. Today I'd like to talk about managing transitions. It has to do a lot with change and understanding the change process, because change can happen really quickly, but transitions are a very different thing and often get in the way of people making a change from one state into another. So the global pandemic has meant that all of us have had to radically change the way that we work, from working from home or from changing the way that we work completely to perhaps some people having completely no work at all, businesses having to change their business models. That's changed. That happened really quickly. It's the transitions that we need to be conscious of. And as leaders and managers, you need to be aware of this model by William Bridges of how we move through change. It's through transitioning from one state to another. And what he says is that this is low importance, this is high importance, and this is time. And he says here that we need to go through a phase of ending, losing, and letting go. And you need to be able to help your people to go through that emotional journey of recognizing what's changed, of recognizing what's ended, and what might never come back, and what they've lost with their perhaps the camaraderie and the proximity to their colleagues, to having to work alone, some people feeling quite isolated, perhaps lonely, and what they have to let go of with regards to that, and how they can build new ways of working. And then they go into this neutral zone. It's not straight from losing into a new beginning. They go into this neutral zone, and that's where they're going to require plenty of clarity of direction, helping them to understand what skills they still have at their disposal so that they can grow and utilize those skills in this neutral zone. Help them through this fog, this ambiguity, which can also be tinged with a sense of grieving, like the grieving of a loved one. And in the neutral zone, they need to have clarity, because without that clarity, they'll flounder and not be able to be productive. And then help them into the new beginning of a new way of working, where they can say, look, we can still do all of this sort of communication. We can still do all these sorts of working, and utilize skills, technology, and all people's ideas to come together in order to get through this together. So as you consider change and the changes that have happened, please consider managing transitions, and above all, stay curious.